everyone. We are going to do another set of nails today. Today's St. Patty gnome nails. Oh my gosh, I had so much fun using these beetle colors to create this set. Oh my gosh, just wait until I show you what I've made. Actually, you've already seen it, but I use these super cute colors. They're all from beetles. And if there's anything that you see that I am using that you maybe want to pick up, almost all of these items, all of the products that I use are down in the description. So, and then some, like almost everything that I use. So the first thing that I did was I started on the pinky as I usually do. And I did it with the base first, and then I covered it. The second coat was just one coat of the gold glitter, and that was all I did for the pinky nail. Just two coats and it was done. And actually I did a shiny top coat as well, and I did the shiny top coat on all 5 of these nails. I will show you the end result at the end of this video, so you can see like up close and personal for a good minute or so, so you see how the whole set turns out. But this is the ring finger, and what I did was the same exact thing. Basically, I did the base that I had done on the pinky, and then I covered it the second coat after curing the first coat for 60 seconds under an LED. I put the second coat on, and I just kind of did it in this swirl. And then once that was cured for 60 seconds, then I put white on the part of the nail that I hadn't swirled with gold, and then I put this super cute like pink sparkle on top of it. I call it a pink sparkle, but it's not really. You don't see pink in it at all, except for when it comes out of the bottle. Once you put it on top of that stark white, it just adds like this cool, almost ivory shimmer, which just meshed in so well with that golden glitter. And yeah, I just loved it. And then of course I divided it with this is Beetles Polish. I will list down all the numbers in the description as well, so you'll know exactly which polishes I used. And yeah, I just divided the swirls with this beautiful St. Patty's green. And oh my gosh, I just love the way that turned out. And then I used this Model 1's gel liner to make a little shamrock. And I just did the 3-leaf clover on this set, and I will do 4-leaf clovers. St. Patty's is coming, and I am extremely Irish, so I'm not from Ireland, but my ancestors are. And yeah, I absolutely have the whole St. Patty's the love of St. Patty's Day. So we definitely celebrate. We always have. And I put up St. Patrick's Day like shamrocks all over my front porch. I'll show that on my Facebook page, on my personal page. Yeah, if I ever get around to taking pictures. I am definitely neglecting my Facebook page, but you can always find me on Facebook. I'm also on Instagram, and all of those links are down in the description as well. So yeah, so I just made kind of like 3 hearts with the gold, and then I cured it, and then I filled those hearts in with the green hearts, and then I added a stem, and that was the clover. Okay, so now we are doing the showstopper of this set, and this is the cutest little gnome. This is the middle nail, and I started out with just I did 2 coats of the white, and I cured in between each coat for 60 seconds, and now I'm building the hat, and I'm just kind of shaping it. I put on like a little spot of the green polish. And now I'm just kind of shaping it with a very thin liner brush. And I'm just trying to make it kind of like a floppy little, leprechaun's hat. And it ends up being so cute. I love the way it turned out so much, especially, with the gnome and all of that. So I use several colors in this nail. And so, yeah, you'll definitely want to hit the description for all of the colors if that is what you're trying to replicate with the same colors. But yeah, so I cured it after I had shaped the hat for 60 seconds. I always cure for 60 seconds. I feel like I just repeat myself over and over again. But then I use that same Model 1's golden liner to make the beard of the gnome, but the gold beard was not enough for me. I needed to add a touch of orange to it to make him, Irish looking, right? So I'm going to actually mix some of that gold liner with the orange gel polish, and it turns out kind of just looking, yeah, kind of like a orangey kind of redhead with golden highlights. Gnome. Yeah, I come from a family of redheads. Do you know any redheads, or do you have any redheads in your family? Let me know down below. That probably, to me, automatically says, oh, they have some Irish in their blood. I don't even know if that's true, but yeah. I like to think that it is. I make up my own rules when it comes to this kind of stuff. Anyways, let me know if you have any like close relatives, or maybe even just a really good friend that is a natural redhead. And you probably couldn't tell if you have seen my pictures because by now, my hair has been dyed so many times. But I do have pictures on Facebook of my natural color, and I just posted one kind of recently if you want to kind of scroll down on that page. But anyways, so now I added the nose, which is just stark white, and I'm going to add something more to the nose, but I wanted to get this hat situated with a cute little buckle. And so first I made a little black square with Model 1's black, like their blackest black liner. And yeah, I kind of took my time making this so that I didn't go outside the lines. I tend to color outside the lines if I'm going too quickly, and so I definitely had to slow myself down a little bit. And this is actually sped up just a touch for you, so you don't have to watch an hour-long video, right? So I basically speed up everything except for the intro and the outro. So yeah, that way you get a good look without it being sped up of all the nails once they're finished. So once I cured the black, then I went in with the gold, and doesn't that buckle look so cute? I love it so much. And then I added a little touch of black to that green, which darkened it just enough to kind of add a little definition to the hat. And if you just heard that scream, that is Logan playing video games. I am hiding in the garage right now trying to get this video voiceover so that you can see it. And yeah, I just heard him scream. So if you heard him scream too, yeah, don't worry about him. He's just having fun on his PS5. But yeah, so I outlined the hat, and I just thought that it gave it the perfect definition, just a little darker. It almost turned into like an army green when you added just a touch of black to that green color. So now I'm going to add what looks like that pink kind of glitter on the nose, which now it does kind of look pink to me, which is funny. It's perfect for a nose, right? So, and then I cured that, and now we are moving on to the pointer finger. The pointer finger is it all white? I don't think I did the pointer finger all white, did I? Was this one of my oopses? I think I might have done an oops, and then I went, I don't want to do that. What did I do here? Let's see. Let's see what I did. Sometimes these things are just as much of a surprise as, yeah, everything else. Oh, yeah, I did. Okay, so the pointer finger is all the little shamrocks that are kind of uniform down the nail, and it almost looks like a stamped print, doesn't it? At the end anyway, when I see it, I'm like, oh my gosh, that is like nearly perfect. So yeah, I made a whole bunch of little shamrocks, and this is where I did an oops right there. Do you see how I have those 3 dots? They're upside down, and I was like, that's not gonna work. Or I was actually thinking maybe I should do like a can you find the wrong shamrock, the upside down shamrock? But no, I didn't do that. I wiped it off, and then I put it on the way it's supposed to be. And then I took my liner brush and I just kind of like meshed all 3 of those dots together and made a little stem at the bottom of each little clover. And yeah, so cute. And then there was even like a little spot up at the top that I was like, that is a little too white up at the top. It looks like it's missing something. So of course I decided to add, I think I added another shamrock, or did I just do the leaf? Oh no, I just did the stem. That's what I did. And I was like, oh, okay, well, yeah. And a little bit of the leaves. So yeah, I just kind of winged it on that one, but it ended up looking so much better. And then I added gold dots in between each of the clovers, and yeah, and that was pretty much it when it came to this nail. And I just love the simplicity of it, right? Sometimes we want to just do simple projects, right? So now I broke out the bling, and that is going to be on the thumb. So now we're working on the 5th and last nail, and this one is the thumb. And because I started with a swirl on that ring finger, I decided to add a little continuity to the set and also do a swirl. And so I started with white, and I did 2 coats of the white just for extra coverage because I didn't want to have to see through the nail, and I knew that I wasn't going to have any like rhinestones on that white area. So I cured it, and then I put on kind of that pinkish sparkle, which once again, once it's over that stark white, it's so funny because the nose was stark white of the gnome, and then that little pink over it, and it made the nose kind of look pink a little bit. But with the ring finger and this one, it doesn't. It just adds like a shimmer to it. It's so crazy. Maybe I just see what I want to see when I look at these nails. But yeah, so then after I cured that little pink sparkle over, that meant that I had 3 coats. So I normally just do 2 coats. So on the other side, I used that base. It's almost like an off, it's just a very thin nude, and I ended up doing 2 coats. So I cured for 60 seconds in between those 2 coats, and then I added the gold over it. And I only did that because there were 3 coats on the other side, and I wanted it to be balanced. I didn't want there to be a lump, or any texture in the nail, which was funny because it really wouldn't have mattered because there's a lot of texture in this nail anyway, because I finish it off with the rhinestones, all that bling. So yeah, you probably wouldn't have noticed a difference, but so I ended up putting that third coat on and I was happy. I was satisfied with that. And a little bit of I have a little touch of OCD, and so that just made my OCD happy, basically. So now I'm going in with the Beetles rhinestone glue, and I love this stuff. It comes in a pot, so you can just put on as little or as much as you want with, a brush instead of having to squeeze it out of a tube or anything and be wasteful. This pot will last me years and years, I promise you, even though I do bling almost every day, right? So now I'm just adding the bling, and I'm picking up the green rhinestones first, and then I'm adding some gold rhinestones, and I'm trying to keep it all on that line, and I'm trying not to kind of smush the glue around too much because I don't want it to look like a risen area once it's cured. So then I cured it. I was happy with all my big rhinestones. And now watch, I make a mess of these little caviar beads. These caviar beads are in bronze. I actually have gold, but I was too lazy to go dig for the gold caviar beads. And these were like right there. So I was like, hey, I'm going to put bronze on because, it's got a little bit of an orangey color, which makes it, continuity with the orange in the middle nail, which was the gnome's beard, right? So yeah, so I just added some bronze beads. I put like little dots. I cured after I put on the big stones. And then, so all of that rhinestone glue was cured and dry. So then I put little teeny dots of the rhinestone glue where I thought the caviar beads were going to be. And so then I just started adding all the spilled caviar beads. I'm cleaning up as I'm creating. So yeah. I'm doing double time here. It's so funny. I definitely spill those caviar beads all the time. And right there, see, I didn't actually put the rhinestone glue, so I had to go back and make 2 little dot touches, and then my caviars would go on. And I kind of made them flush with my finger so that it wouldn't touch the cuticle. And then I cured it, and of course I used Beetle's shiny top coat to finish it off. And I made sure, I don't know if you've heard me say this before, I've said it 1,000 times, but I always make sure when I'm placing rhinestones, any bling or decals or anything on a nail, I always make sure that I don't top coat over that bling because it will dull in time, and without it, it keeps its sparkle. So this is how it turned out. I love this set. I am so ready for St. Patrick's Day. I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that you are getting excited for St. Patty's Day too. Let me know down below how you celebrate and if you will be doing nails to commemorate this special day. Alrighty, well, thank you so much for watching, and I just love that we are building this community. So share if you can, or if you want to anybody that you want, and I would love for them to come and join this community with you. Subscribe if you haven't already so you can see my next videos that are coming up. I will see you very, very soon. Bye.